Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Grand Tactician, the Civil War, a game that's currently in early access on Steam. It's developed by Oliver Keppelmuller, and this is an American Civil War strategy and tactical war game that allows you to build armies, assign commanders, implement policies at a strategic level, and then fight tactical battles when the armies meet. We are playing as the Union in this particular game, and we have just won a battle near Manassas against the Confederate armies in Virginia. It is May of 1861, and so the war has just gotten underway. But we have some supply issues at the moment. It says 100% supply, but our provisions are actually at 21%, which means that the Union Army is in dire straits from a food perspective, while our ammunition is okay and our forage is okay for our cavalry. I think what we're going to do after winning this battle here and defeating the Confederate Army of the Potomac, who only has 1,300 troops left, and then the Army of the Shenandoah with only a little bit less than 10,000. The Army of Northeastern Virginia has enough men with 28,000 to deal with both of these enemy armies. Even if there was a division down here that we saw with about 10,000 troops, even if they make it up north, we're still in pretty good shape. So one thing I'm going to do here is I've already issued, or I guess I haven't, I'm going to issue the order here to expand both of these depots here to improve our supply situation. So the Manassas Junction depot is currently a level 1 depot. We're going to upgrade it to a level 2. And then we're also going to go ahead and do the Alexandria depot as well to get it up to a level 2 as well. I think it's like $27,000 or something to do that. Meanwhile, once the army is able to, the Department of Pennsylvania is not able to march at the moment, but once it is able to, we're going to march it west back toward Winchester, where it will be back in the valley to guard our flank. So that's what we're going to do in Virginia. I currently have about, 28,000 men, and or 23,000 men. We're recruiting another 5,000 men into the Army of Northeastern Virginia, so we'll have around 30,000 soldiers, and then the Department of the Pennsylvania Army is at going to be at about 12,000. So about 40,000 or so all told. Meanwhile, the Department of the Ohio under McClellan has no food. Okay, then. Why don't they have any food? I guess we have no depots around here, huh? So they're currently starving. That's good. Low food. Well, that's not good. Provisions are at 1%. So perhaps we should move these guys, instead of going that direction, perhaps we should move them to Columbus. Can we move them by rail? Like, we're building a depot. Maybe we move them to Cambridge along the rail line. Guess I don't know. They're gonna be starving over there. Army of the Ohio, how's their supply situation? They're good. And then the army in Mississippi. So these guys are being raised or on the way to guard St. Louis from any Confederate advance. And then we have the Department of the West with about 1 brigade under William Harney in southern Missouri. So they've actually already sort of wrapped up Confederate control of central Missouri. I wish the map did a better job of showing you towns. Like, if you hover over a town, it tells you who possesses it, but I have no real sense of who. Springfield is Union now, I guess. Rockbridge is still Confederate. Like, I can't really tell where the front lines end all that well. But yeah, it looks like all of Missouri, with the exception of Rockbridge down here, is in Union control. I also don't know where the Confederate Army went. Oh no, Carthage down here is still Confederate. So yeah, I'm not really sure. There was a small Confederate force out this way, and I'm not sure where they went. So anyway, Union invasions, Northeastern Virginia, Pennsylvania, Northeastern Virginia, Pennsylvania. Why is the Northeastern Virginia there 3 times? It's weird. 1 Confederate invasion of Missouri still, about 2,000 men on the Missouri State Guard. Not sure where they're at. 2 units are low on supply. The Army of the Ohio, or the Department of Ohio, that's McClellan, and then Northeastern Virginia. And then British interventions at 20%. If we take a look at our policies right now, what are we researching anyway? I don't even remember. We're currently working on the Tariff Act. We're 11 days away from getting the Tariff Act. This will allow tariffs up to 50% to be imposed on foreign imports. This will make imports more lucrative for the government, but at the same time, it'll make the Europeans a little bit less happy. But that's okay. We're winning battles, so I'm not too worried about the Europeans. We can always invest in breadbasket to make them happy, or diplomacy, or other things like that as things go on. So that's what we're looking at here. The economy's still kind of a mess. Our finances are a mess. Our revenues are 45 million, but our expenses are 93 million a month. So we're running a pretty hefty budget deficit of about 48 million. That's not great. But I'm allowing the AI to manage finances, so they're just kind of drawing loans. I'm just managing raising troops. And yeah. Okay. Average price of artillery is skyrocketing in the north, less so in the south, interestingly enough. Maybe I'm buying too much artillery. They can't keep up with demand. Artillery ammo way higher in the north as well. Why? Shouldn't it be cheaper in the north? Aren't we the titans of industry? Copper ore's going way up in price for everybody. Huh. Okay. Gunpowder price is plummeting in the north. Interesting. All right. Well, I guess we might as well get going, huh? So let's... I already issued those orders in Missouri. The armies in Virginia are going to kind of have to hang tight for the moment while we build these supply depots back up. How long is that going to take to expand these depots? Oh, only one day? That's not bad at all. So we'll get going. Let's do times 20 speed. Army of the Shenandoah and Potomac are moving slightly. Our troops are moving, as a reminder. So despite being low on supplies, provisions are at 19%. Are these guys able to move yet? No. All right, so they got back a little bit of their provisions. Looks like as the depot upgraded to level 2. All just happened. Can we upgrade it to a level 3? It's going to be expensive, I guess, but I don't know how far those depot supplies go either. But provisions are slowly recovering. All right, low readiness, so we need to wait for these for readiness to go back up. Does it tell us how long? 61 days for full readiness? Can we at least get these guys moving? Yeah. Okay. So we can move the Department of the Pennsylvania Pennsylvania back into the Shenandoah. Yeah. I mean, we're intending to go to Richmond, but right now my army's in rough shape. So it's up to June 7th, by the way. Time really blitzed by, actually. Did that policy complete? All right. So Price withdrew. So I don't think there's any Confederate troops in Missouri anymore based on this indicator that there's no Confederate invasions. So I think Price was driven out into Arkansas by the looks of it. So these guys are at 2,000. Their supplies are at 46% for provisions. Missouri State Guards doing great. Let's try and engage them one more time. Then we'll pull back. How are our gunboats on the Mississippi doing? No, I don't want to. Oh, the damn Navy. Okay, so they are at 26% condition. So the 4 gunboats here are still being constructed. Army of the Tennessee hasn't moved. How's McClellan doing? Doesn't look like he's moved. He's got no food. You'd think they would, like, try to move. All right, 5 days till this depot, or this is an ironwork. Where's the depot? Wasn't there a depot being constructed over here? They stopped building that. Someone build a depot so you can draw frickin' supplies and not starve. Depot is going to take 19 days. Dear God. Well, McClellan's 5,000 troops might starve. No food. Yeah. Notice that. All right. How are the troops northeastern Virginia? The readiness still is crap. But I'm glad they got their ammo back. What's the food at? 53% provisions. That should be good enough to move and fight. Why is the readiness such trash? What's the rebel army look like over here? We should really just merge these two. About 10,000 still. Can't really. All right, so still they haven't brought a lot of reinforcements north yet. You know, the interesting thing is, like, in theory, the Northeastern Army of Northeastern Virginia has pinned the Confederates. We've gotten between the Confederates and Richmond. And somehow we possess the Rapidan Bridge. So I don't even know where they're drawing supplies from. Maybe over this dirt road. But we control the... Do we control this bridge? Yeah, we control the Front Royal Bridge too. So these guys are pinned up here against the Shenandoah valleys, the mountains here. And I don't know that they have a supply route back to Richmond. Either way, we're between them and Richmond. Like, Richmond's down here to our left flank, and there's no rebels between us and them as far as we can tell. Apparently, we've taken Fredericksburg as well. So, yeah. From a supply perspective, I think the only way the Rebs could get supplies from Charlottesville up north across this ford through this road. Meanwhile, we did move Coastal Expeditionary Army. We're moving them down toward Drummondton and Onnacock here to take these 2 towns from them. Take our first rebel port. Not that they're supplying anything through there, but it'll help us close the Chesapeake to them, where they've sent a couple of gunboat flotillas up a couple times. Yeah, I'm not sure there's anything else for me to do right now. My credit and finances are such a mess. What about the policies? Did we complete the Tariff Act? 8 more days? All right. This army's readiness is so trash. It's gonna take like 60 days. The provisions are slightly better. I don't know. I feel like we should just move. No movement possible on hostile terrain due to low readiness. Damn it. All right, so Price withdrew. All right, our Tariff Act was passed. So let's pause here. That means that policy's completed. So I don't know that our finances improved that much yet. I'd probably, well, we're auto-managing finances, so I guess that the AI would auto-manage the tariffs. I'm not sure. So I guess we could do print notes, which will cause inflation, but it'll give us more cash. Right now, I feel like money's my biggest problem, so we're going to go ahead and print some cash. That's always fine, right? Printing money never causes anything bad. Okay. June, what's the economic report? Our debt's at 124 million. I don't know if that's a lot. The economy is expansion, developing, and population is, the wealth of our population is developing and decreasing. Our tax revenues decreased by 3.8 million last month. Last month, 9 companies were founded, 2 farms, 2 foundries, 3 ironworks, and 1 factory, 1 mill. Export volume was 9.5 million. Imports was 4.5. Our economy lacked salt, steel, niter, and no overproduction is noticed. Okay. Let's take a look. The Army in Missouri. So these guys moved into Arkansas. The problem is our force here is now very, very extended, and they have no food. So there's a depot being constructed back here, right? 10 days. All right, why don't you pull back to Rockbridge until that depot's done. The Army of Mississippi is securing that place. And the rest of the state's under our control. We haven't really started an invasion of Kentucky or Tennessee yet. South Carolina militia of 22,000 troops might be coming north here to help the Confederate Army in Virginia, as well as 10,000 troop under Hampton's division. But I can't really move the Northeastern Army of Virginia yet. They do have some nice depots, pumping some supplies into them, not too far off. They're slowly regaining their ammo. Can we just pull back to here? Is this even still hostile territory? We've taken all these towns. So I'm kind of stuck here. Readiness in 51 days. Although I'm assuming once we get into yellow, maybe we can start doing stuff. Department of Pennsylvania. They're in yellow and they're moving. Strasburg's Union. New Market is still Confederate, but... So basically, as far as New Market is our control in the Shenandoah Valley. And then McClellan's armies are starving. Okay. Well. Coastal Expeditionary Army is moving. Let's get going again. I also like how the armies only move during the day. We did pick that policy, right? Yeah, we did. I mean, I got to get my army moving before Hampton's division comes up here. Another 11,000 reinforcements. I have to try to destroy the Rebs in detail, right? Oh, Hampton, where's he going? He's marching east. Okay, Confederates are getting 2-year troops, I think. Provisions are up to 62%. I'm still stuck. Where are the Rebs gonna go? Are they flanking us, moving to the east? Are they gonna try and move on Washington? What's our readiness up to? Is he just holding here? All right. I think we can move now. So we're going to try and move the Northeastern Army to finish off the Shenandoah and Potomac armies. We can always use the rail line to fall back, I think, if Hampton starts moving. So it looks like they're routed and withdrawing to the north. That's weird. How are they routing toward our cities? Don't you dare move on DC. They moved through our towns, but they did not take possession of them. That's weird. All right, so I guess it's helpful that they're withdrawing toward the enemy, just because then it's a simpler situation here. So what there were casualties that they took as they withdrew. 2,200 here, 2,200 here. So they got about 12,000 plus the 12,000 under them, under Hampton. So we could have a nice, pretty big battle here if we can get these guys into action. Still don't understand why it says there's 5 Union invasions. That makes no sense to me. Oh, shit. They've got... Where are they moving? Confederate invasion of what? Also, Department of Ohio, are you done starving yet? No? Okay. Build your damn supply depot. 4 days. They've only got 4,000 troops here. But they're gonna have an army of 16,000 when they finish building these guys. Where are they going anyway? Do I lose if they take DC? Probably? I've never seen that happen. I don't know. Maybe they moved north and then pulled back. Not really sure. Right, since those main enemy armies are to the south and east of our army here, let's move the Department of Pennsylvania down toward... Well, we took Newmarket apparently, somehow. So let's head down toward... Is this Strasburg down here? Or Staunton? We'll take the southern tip of the valley then. We've got the whole valley in our control, basically. Where are these armies moving? Let's go attack these guys. Low readiness slows us down considerably, but... we could do supply for we could forage, but we actually have the provisions. That's not the issue with our readiness. Okay, so Hampton's division of 11,000 men. I don't know if the Army of the Shenandoah will come to their aid or not. They're inside the red circle, so they might. But we're going to fight a battle here where we outnumber the enemy almost 3-1 based on at least the beginning odds here. The Battle of Fredericksburg Bridge, Virginia, June 26th, 1861. After the initial skirmishing and maneuvering, the opposing armies are deploying for battle. The Confederates fielded 11,000 men under Major General John Magruder. The Union fields 32,586 under Major General McDowell. Okay. I mean, it says we're green too. I don't know if I believe that. We've got a good army. They've fought 2 battles already. Okay. It doesn't look like they're getting reinforcements based on what we can see here. All right, so this is a different battlefield map. We have not fought on this one yet. This is Fredericksburg. So what do we do here? Where do we think the Rebs are going to be located? I don't like the map rotation here. So this is a weird place to spawn in. I guess I would have thought we'd spawn in northeast here. I guess we can get south of the river, though. So if we can get across south of the Rappahannock, and we're actually kind of fighting in the Fredericksburg area in this battle, so that does actually make some sense. All right, so can we just deploy? This has obviously got the historical Battle of Fredericksburg map. But I want to keep all my commanders kind of in roughly the same spot so McDowell can command them all effectively rather than like my last fight where everything was super spread out. The Rebs might be in the city. I don't know. They could be also on Stafford Heights. We don't know exactly where they are. We just know the objective points on this map. But it's interesting that the Union spawns up here again because, I don't know, if you're trying to follow the historical map and engagement, to the east would make more sense. Although I guess this is the direction we came from. I'm assuming these are bridges we can cross. They look more like fords. Our cavalry is here, so this division, the cavalry division, will be out front. Hunt can chill here on this hill. Hunter's division will come in second behind the cavalry. I should put these guys into column, right? Okay. Runyon's division can come in behind that. Ideally, road column would be nice, but I didn't see that as an option. Also, why is the division commander so far to the rear? Anybody know? There's supposed to be like an option that lets your commander command independent, like move independent to his units. Is it? No, I didn't want to do that. Wish I could undo that. God damn it. I clicked the wrong button. So I got to do this all over again. Whatever. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so we're on the offensive. Our artillery's kind of sort of deployed. Our cavalry's moved up front, and you move a command with the Alt key. Should I risk it again? I'm gonna let's just start. I don't want to risk it. Oh, there you go. Thank you very much. It is Alt. Okay, cool. So let's move our cavalry down to the south. See what we can pick up. What time is it? It is almost nighttime, actually. It's after 6 o'clock. So we're probably not going to finish the battle today. Nope, don't do that. So Sumner's cavalry division will move. Second division under Hunter, you're going to approach the town in column. Runyon's third division is going to approach to the west of the town. And then Tyler's going to come up behind near the canal. Artillery under Hunt. Guess we could put them up on Stansbury. We would have spotted Rebs if they were over there, right? Wait, not you. Hunter. Or, sorry. Yeah, no, Hunt. Not Hunter. Hunt. Yes, I named too many people. Their names are too similar. Henry Hunt. All right, Hunt, you move there. I don't think I moved Hunter's division, actually. Oh, no, he isn't moving. Never mind. Tyler, too. All right, so here's our army in motion. A little bit cluttered. We've got our cavalry moving. 3 brigades of cavalry. Infantry moving down these crappy roads. Our cavalry, or our artillery, starting to limber up. Got dust clouds forming. Some couriers moving. An army on the march. We'll move up times 10 speed. Move the cavalry first. I don't know what time sundown is, but it can't be too long. Okay. Artillery is moving on a completely different road. Some of our infantry too, huh? Be interesting if the rebels were on the eastern bank at the Stratford Heights, where the Union historically put their artillery. Okay. All right. Be weird if their troops were in the town, I will say that. All right, put your artillery on Cemetery Hill since there's no sign of the Rebs there. Okay, so it is the end of the night, so our troops have advanced. Looks like we can move forward to this new blue line. So let's do this. Let's move Hunt's troops here. There's a nice, looks like, as far as I can tell on this topographical map, this is a nice elevation right here. Okay, so we're going to move Hunter's division in line, single line, directly in front of them, I think. Directly in front of the artillery. Move Runyon's brigade over here, or division to the right of them. It looks like actually we spotted some Rebs in the town. And then we've got the 2nd Brigade we can form up. Maybe behind them? I'm not sure where's the right spot to put these guys. All right, meanwhile, I'll move McDowell down here. Cavalry brigade will move on our flank. Whose troops are these? Oh, here's Tyler. It's like, where is Tyler? Tyler's going to be a reserve, I guess. We'll advance these two divisions forward. We'll have Tyler in reserve. Pause. Okay, so we started out on the rebel flank. They deployed in line in the town with their backs to the river behind some fences, but literally these brigades of ours are going to come right up on their flank. That's kind of silly. But hey, I'm okay with it. All right, go ahead and advance, boys. Right into their flank. And then Hunt, I'm hoping his artillery can hit from there. And then Hunter can move his division wheel right against the Rebs there. Yeah, we'll see, Ben. We'll see. Sumner, move your cavalry to the south and take up a blocking position. Although, don't take that road because that'll get you killed. So maybe move this way, and then we'll move you again once you get closer. Or actually, I can chain my orders, right? Yes, I can. Okay. They can withdraw east across the river, I guess. I don't really have a way to quickly double around to the Stratford Heights. And I'm assuming these guns can see the Rebs there and hit them. It says they're firing in any event. Advance! Runyon, get your division in action. Now the Rebs are probably going to reposition. I'm guessing the AI will realize the threat to its flank and will start moving. It usually does. Although they could just wheel these two brigades on their flank. Walker's brigade, a detachment of Walker, and Bonham to meet the threat. Their artillery behind these fences in the town is firing on my troops. They do have... They can fire, kind of enfilade us a bit. It does say that these troops are, or my artillery is firing. It looks like they're wheeling and getting into position. Oh boy. Sounds like Zoe is not happy in the other room. Alright. Runyon, shouldn't you be advancing already? Let's get you up to ×5 speed. Takes a while for the orders to reach. You can see the courier sort of coming up that way. Hey, Ellen DeVoe? I don't know how to pronounce that marshal's name. All right, so we are coming up on their flank. They haven't started moving yet. You can see our artillery is pounding their position. We'll slow this down a little bit. Our artillery, you can see, I love the air bursts and the way they look in this game. Second Brigade's getting hit by a lot of arty, although only 7 casualties so far. Hunter's division is swinging into position to threaten the enemy front, so we're going to threaten their front and flank. Sumner's moving south with his cavalry to cut off the retreat, and Tyler's in reserve based on what we need him to do. Looks like all of our... No, some of these batteries are idle, so let's swing these guys over. They may not have a angle to fire, or maybe they're not visible, or some of these guys, they say they're firing. One of the batteries was idle. A lot of counter battery fire, woof. Or maybe not, actually. That was my own guns firing. Okay. We've got 12 pounders up here and 24 pounders firing on the Rebs. So they are withdrawing through the town. Keep advancing them. So far not a lot of infantry firing. So far mostly just artillery. Second Division's taken about 18 casualties. I don't know that I want to charge them across this open ground against these enemy guns. McDowell's actually in a pretty good position, straddling his 2 attacking divisions to issue orders to both. Tyler's still sitting back here. Probably reverse slope. And then Henry Hunt's artillery is, looks like most of them are in action now. Second Division batteries, second battery. Oh, there is counter battery fire. We're taking casualties on some of our artillery units there. But a nice little artillery duel. Runyon's advancing through the town. I'm hearing some musketry. All right, this militia brigade under Colonel Baker's taken 24 casualties. They're, oh god, that's a lot of red. So they're under an artillery barrage. They have high fatigue. And enemy is behind cover. Good shoot. Bonham's brigade has our troops on 3 sides. The 3rd Brigade's firing into him. Wait, 2 3rd Brigades? Cochrane's 3rd Brigade and Brown's 3rd Brigade. Meanwhile, he's got Dixon. Are they all 3rd Brigades? You are the 3rd Brigade in this army. All right. That's 3 3rd Brigades. Lol. All right, so Bonham's brigade's in rough shape. To engage them. This militia brigade probably won't hold very long. Nice, my cavalry got around him, didn't they? Oh, well, you're marching the wrong direction, but you got to the right place in any event. All right, McDowell, you march over here. Move your division up, Tyler. Very McClellan of me to keep a full 1/3 of my army back and not engaged so far. These militia troops are falling back. They've only taken like 6 casualties or 24 casualties, and they're just like, nope, none of it. Don't want to deal with any of it. Bonham's brigade's getting shot to pieces. 2,300 men. They've taken over 600 casualties. It's broken. What I don't really get a good sense of in this game is how you actually get guys to surrender, because that doesn't seem to happen a whole lot. Now they're gonna, this is gonna be a little bit Scourge of War in that they're gonna probably retreat through friendly lines. Fire volley into their backs, boys. Can they cross here? These pontoon bridges don't look like they're completed. Okay. Gage Walker's brigade. Once they start running, you can never pin him down in this game. Good to know. All right, Hunter, I guess advance. See, this is just a silly AI deployment. I think some of it is AI coding. I also think some of it is just the map, the way the maps are laid out, the way the AI path finds based on objectives is a problem. The 3rd Brigade under Michael Cochrane is broken. All you did was lose 200 men. Damn cowards. The enemy lost 3 times your number, and they're still running, but they didn't run until they lost 600 men. All right, so Tyler's division actually has, looks like 2 of its brigades ineffective. God, those militia troops suck ass. Burnside's brigade broke. Okay, Tyler. Can I order him to charge? Move your brigade into combat. Are these guys still firing? Those ones are idle. Idle. All my artillery's idle? Well, in that case, move the artillery reserve forward. Alright, our cavalry is in theory blocking the retreat. This is a weird little pocket here. Tyler's division's coming down. So who's all engaged here? 5th Brigade is engaged. So is the 3rd under Dixon Miles. The town is under our control. I don't know where these Rebs think they're going. They've got nowhere to retreat to. My cavalry's swinging up from the south, driving them back north toward our own lines. Charge, boys. Fix them bayonets. Give him the cold steel. Ordering some of my cavalry to fix swords. Give him the goddamn cold steel. I want you to charge. Alright, so we kind of got him trapped on two sides. Tyler, I want you to form your men in a single line and come engage. Double line probably would actually be better. But we've got them pocketed, boys. Oh, they're retreating across the river, huh? If Tyler can get his troops over here, we may actually give them no path to retreat. Where are you guys going? 6th Brigade under Timothy Andrews. You lost 146 men and you're retreating? Some of these commanders are going to have to get fired. I am not impressed with some of you. Your men suck. Or your leaders suck. Right up to the muzzles of the guns, boys. I pretty much never see melee combat in this game, as far as I can tell. Even these guys are like point blank range and they're firing volleys into them. Okay, so we are getting him surrounded, I think. It's just a question of whether this 4th Brigade gets into position. Enemy artillery is being driven back. Like, where are they going to retreat to? Maybe through our lines, but that's the only real option. Yeah, through our lines. Exactly. So the pursuit phase has begun. The enemy's retreating. They're riding through our lines. Gotta love it. Fire volleys on retreating men, boys. Kill them all. Third Cavalry, just charge on forward, Colonel Buford. Ride them down. Routed enemy units nearby. Like, I'd love to just charge directly into them. Alright, well I feel like I should have bagged way more than that. We had them surrounded, but the game ends the battle with them losing 2,400 men, 250 cavalry, 2,900 troops total. They lost all 30 guns. Meanwhile, we lost 1,200 infantry, 58 cavalry, 1,300 troops total. So, I mean, better than 2-to-1, but not quite as lopsided as it should have been. Shoo. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a big, it's a minor, every battle I ever see in this is always a minor victory. And I don't know if it's based on the size, like the fact that they're not 70,000 men engaged like later in the war. But you'd think what classifies as a minor or major victory would have like a sliding scale over time. All right, and that's going to do it for this episode of Grand Tactician, the Civil War. We won a convincing victory against a corps of Confederate troops near Fredericksburg. We have now defeated the 3 different elements of the Confederate Army in Northern Virginia. It would be nice if the AI was like better with managing some of these forces. If I was them, I would consolidate some of these units into an individual army. But so far, they don't seem to do that. I haven't seen them disband forces, merge forces, anything like that. It seems like they operate them independently, which is a little bit weird, but oh well. With that being said, this is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.